You're living with a ghost version of yourself. Every morning you wake up carrying this invisible companion, the person you could become if you just started. The one who runs, who doesn't check their phone first thing, who actually writes, calls their mother, saves money instead of talking about it. This ghost follows you everywhere. In the mirror while brushing your teeth, at your desk at 3 p.m. when your back hurts, when you scroll at midnight instead of sleeping. Here's what nobody tells you. That ghost isn't inspiration. It's weight. Every day you carry them and don't become them, they get heavier. You delay the difficult conversation because next week will be less stressful. Skip the workout because I'll do 2 tomorrow. Don't apply for the job because I need to update my resume first. Eat the pizza because I'm starting clean on Monday. A month disappears, then 6. The Japanese have a word that cuts through this. Mujou. Impermanence. Nothing lasts. Not the moment, not the chance, not the person standing in front of you. In traditional Japanese thought, Mujou isn't pessimistic, it's honest. Cherry blossoms last 2 weeks. That's why people gather under the trees, sometimes crying, sometimes laughing, always present. They know the petals will fall. They know this exact light through branches will never happen again. So they pay attention. Now apply that to your life. The person you could call today might move away next month. The body you have right now will be older next year. The parent you keep meaning to visit will one day be a phone call you can't make anymore. Most people hear this and nod. Yes, life is short. But they don't act like they know. And the gap between knowing and acting, that's where life drains away. Daniel is 37, works in logistics. Good salary, decent benefits. Lives with Sarah, his partner of 8 years. They don't fight much. They also don't laugh much anymore. Mostly they exist in the same apartment, scrolling different feeds on different couches. His father is 72, 2 hours away. They talk every few weeks, short conversations. How's work? Fine. You? Fine. Here's what's eroding. His health. 28 pounds heavier than 4 years ago. 3 gym memberships bought. None used past week 2. His knees hurt climbing stairs. His relationship. Sarah mentioned couples therapy 6 months ago. Daniel said, sure, let's look into it. They never did. She stopped asking. Now she goes to bed earlier. Sometimes he hears her crying in the shower. He stands outside the door, hand raised to knock, then walks away. His family. His father had a fall in March. Daniel promised to visit more. He's been once since then. Work got busy. His father never complains, just says, next time, in that voice that's learned not to expect it. His purpose. Daniel used to write, had a blog with actual readers, posted every week for 3 years. Then work got demanding. Then he convinced himself he needed to prepare more before he could write again. That was 5 years ago. The blog sits frozen in 2020. Nothing catastrophic, just erosion. The slow kind you don't notice until you look at photos from 5 years ago and realize you've been replaced by someone slower, quieter, less alive. Every Sunday night, Daniel writes his goals. Morning run Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Healthy meals prepped. Call dad on Tuesday. Spend 1 hour with Sarah doing something real. Write 500 words Thursday. He means it every time. Monday morning. Alarm goes off at 6 a.m. He hits snooze. The bed is warm. Better to rest and run tomorrow when I'm fresher. Tomorrow comes. Same excuse. Different variation. By Wednesday, he's already behind, so the whole plan feels contaminated. Better to start fresh Monday. Watch where he goes instead. After work, he checks his phone for 10 minutes. 50 minutes later, he's watched 17 videos he doesn't remember. Dinner becomes takeout. Evening, he promises himself he'll write. Opens his laptop. Checks email first. Sees something from work. Responds. That triggers anxiety. Suddenly, he's working until 10 p.m. Too fried to write. Too fried for anything except mindless watching until his brain stops buzzing. Sarah's already asleep, or pretending to be. He tells himself tomorrow will be different. Here's what's actually happening. His brain optimizes for comfort now at the expense of everything later. The future person who has to deal with consequences feels abstract. This discomfort exists now. So the brain picks now. Every time. Every time you pick the easy path, you carve it deeper. The paths to discipline? They grow over with weeds. Thursday in October. Sarah calls mid-afternoon. Your dad fell again. The hospital says it's not serious. Loss of balance. He's stable, but Daniel should come. His father looks smaller, thinner. There's a bruise on his temple, purple and yellow. I'm fine, his father says. That smile people use when they're trying to make you feel better about their suffering. They talk about nothing for 20 minutes. Weather, hospital food. Then his father gets quiet, looks out the window at the parking lot where the October light is going orange. I keep thinking about that trip we talked about, the one to the coast. Daniel nods. 7 years ago. We should still do it. When you're feeling better, maybe spring. His father doesn't respond right away. You know what I realized lying here? How many times I've heard, we should. From you, from your mother, from myself. We should visit that place. We should have that conversation. He turns to look at Daniel directly. Should is just a nicer way of saying no. The words sit in the room like stones. That night, Daniel lies awake and does the math for the first time in years. If his father lives to 85, that's 13 more years. Daniel won't visit once a week, maybe once a month. So really, maybe 100 more afternoons. 3-hour visits where they run out of things to say after 30 minutes. 100 afternoons left with his father. He does the math on everything else. If Sarah leaves, and he can feel her drifting, he'll have missed 8 years of actually being present. If he doesn't start taking care of himself, he'll be 72 wishing he'd started at 37. If he doesn't write, he'll be 50 with ideas trapped inside him, fermenting into bitterness. Everything he's been delaying isn't delayed, it's dying. Daniel starts going to a Japanese tea shop near his office. Quiet. The owner is Kenji, late 60s, moves like he's conserving energy for something important. After 2 weeks, Kenji speaks to him beyond taking orders. You sit like someone waiting for permission. Daniel looks up. Sorry? To start, whatever you keep thinking about, you're waiting for the right moment. Kenji pours hot water over leaves with perfect precision. Mujo, you know this word? Daniel shakes his head. Impermanence. Nothing stays. Not the water temperature, not the tea leaves, not the moment. He places the cup down. This tea is perfect for exactly 90 seconds. Then it changes. You can drink it now, or you can wait and drink something different. The next day, Daniel comes back, asks about Mujo. Kenji sits across from him. People think Mujo means everything is sad because it ends. Wrong. Mujo means everything is urgent because it ends. The moment you're in is the only moment. This conversation, we will never have this exact conversation again. Even if we use the same words tomorrow, we're different. Your father is 1 day older. Your partner is 1 day further away or closer. He taps the table once, soft. When you delay something, you're not postponing the action. You're burying the moment. And moments don't wait in line. They die. Daniel feels something crack open. So what do I do? Just act on everything immediately? Kenji shakes his head. Mujo doesn't mean do everything. It means stop pretending you have a second chance at right now. You want to write? Put 1 word down. You want to fix your relationship? Say 1 true thing to her today. You want to be healthy? Move your body once before you sleep tonight. He stands up. The size of the action doesn't matter. What matters is that you prove to yourself the moment is real. Otherwise, you live in a world of ghosts. Kenji gives Daniel a challenge so small it feels insulting. For 30 days, before you do anything else in the morning, before you check your phone, before anything, put your feet on the floor. Stand up. Say out loud, I am here. Daniel stares. That's it? That's it. That won't change anything. Correct. It will change nothing if you're looking for the action to do the work. You're doing it to practice being in the moment you're actually in. Right now, you live in two times: the past you regret and the future you promise. You're never in the morning you're waking up in. This forces you into the present. Day 1, he does it. Feels ridiculous. Day 2, he forgets. Checks his phone first. Day 7, something small shifts. He stands up, says the words, and for just a second, he notices the temperature of the floor on his feet, the exact quality of morning light. He's there, actually there. That afternoon, he writes for 15 minutes, not because he planned to, because he was present enough to notice the urge and act on it. Day 12, he misses it, sleeps through his alarm. The whole day feels off-kilter. Day 13, he's back. 3 weeks in, Kenji adds one layer. Choose one action, small, less than 5 minutes. Commit to doing it every day for 30 days, right after you say, "I am here." Daniel chooses. Write one sentence. Kenji nods. Good. Now remember, one missed day is human. 2 becomes a direction. Week 1, 7 sentences written. Some days 1 line. Other days it turns into a paragraph. Week 2, he misses Thursday. Comes home exhausted. Collapses. Wakes at 2 a.m. feeling like he broke something. Friday, feet on floor. I am here. Writes, I missed yesterday. I'm here today. By week 4, he's written 29 sentences. Some garbage, some surprise him. One becomes the opening of an essay he's been trying to write for 3 years. But the real change isn't the writing. He no longer feels like a ghost. He feels solid, present, like he's inhabiting his own life. Sarah notices, starts sitting closer on the couch, asks about his day and waits for the answer. His father notices. Daniel's been calling every Tuesday without fail. Daniel notices. His body still hurts. But he's started stretching after his sentence. 5 minutes, some days 3. But it's something. 2 months in, Kenji says something that recalibrates everything. You're doing the practice. Good. But you're still treating it like a task. You're performing presence instead of being present. Daniel frowns. What's the difference? You write your sentence because you committed. You call your father because it's Tuesday. These are good, but you're checking boxes. Mujo isn't about doing more things. It's about being fully in the things you choose. Kenji leans back. Next time you call your father, don't plan what you'll say. Just listen. Actually listen. Notice if he sounds tired. Ask a question because you're curious, not because you're supposed to. That Tuesday, Daniel calls his father. Lets the conversation wander. His father talks about replanting tomatoes. This time, Daniel closes his laptop, looks out the window, listens. His father mentions he's been having trouble sleeping, says it casually. Daniel stops. How long? Oh, couple months. Dad, how long? A pause. Since March. Since the fall. They talk for an hour. Longest conversation in years. His father is afraid of falling again, afraid of becoming a burden, afraid of dying alone. They make a plan. Daniel will visit this weekend. They'll look at options together. After the call, Daniel sits in silence, realizes he's been crying without noticing. That night, he sits next to Sarah, not on the opposite couch, next to her. I haven't been here. Not really. Even when I'm home, I'm not here. And I'm sorry. She doesn't respond right away. Then, I know. They sit without talking. It's not comfortable, but it's real. Daniel is 40 pounds lighter, from walking every morning after his sentence. Just 30 minutes, but consistent. He's written 18 essays, published 6. The readership is small, but he's writing because he has something to say, and the moment to say it is now. He's visiting his father every other weekend. They took the coast trip in December, walked on beaches, ate overpriced seafood, sat in the car listening to music from when Daniel was a kid. One night his father said, I'm proud of you. Daniel asked what for. For showing up. Most people don't. Sarah and Daniel are in therapy. It's hard, but they're doing it together. The biggest change is internal. He doesn't feel like he's waiting anymore. This is his life, right now. This body, this partner, this father who won't live forever. This moment. You're reading this right now. This exact moment. The light is hitting your screen in a way it won't hit it again. Your body is the age it is, and tomorrow it will be older. The people you love are where they are, and someday they won't be. Mujo, impermanence, not as sadness, but as the thing that makes every moment unrepeatable, precious, urgent. Most people will feel something, a spike of clarity. Yes, I need to stop delaying. And then tomorrow comes and they're back in the pattern, because inspiration fades. What doesn't fade is practice. So here's what matters. What's the smallest action you can take today? Not tomorrow, today. Call someone. Write one sentence. Move your body for 5 minutes. Say one true thing to someone you love. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that you stop treating this moment like a rehearsal. This is it, the only moment you have. Drop a comment with the one action, small, concrete, real, you're committing to today. Not the perfect plan. The one thing you're doing before you sleep tonight. We build ourselves in moments, not someday. Now. Walk the path while it's under your feet.